I'm just out here giving these messages for real. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not out here to change people or anything, but I'm just saying some truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're not a vegan, you are literally consuming pain, fear, death, and heavy toxic karma within your life, your body, your soul, your mind. It's all connected. So that's literally going against your life purpose, and you're going in reverse, backwards, putting yourself further and further back. That's the truth about it, for real. So that's the whole thing why sometimes it's so difficult to stand out and be different, because it's like the majority of the world, the whole world basically, is doing the complete opposite of what's in alignment other of the world's purpose. And that's why we just gotta focus within, and then the right people will connect with it, because it's like other people, they doing things that you won't even be able to imagine, that is low, that's just not of service, that's, just low quality, low vibration, lower nature, really shallow stuff. But us just want to do something positive, something of upliftment, something inspirational, stuff that has light to it, it's rare. And a lot of times it's ridiculed, criticized, laughed at, questioned, and just not supported by people that, you know, don't resonate with it. But the right people do. You know what I mean? The right people do. And we know truly that's why we can sleep well at night, because at least then we're not involved with other stuff. We're living peacefully. So what if we go a day, a little period of time of being alone? At least our peace is there. At least we don't have no drama. No worried about nobody chasing us. Worried about nobody, taking us away. Worried about restraint. Worried about drama. Worried, people carrying around weapons everywhere. People bringing out guns. People cursing. People just bringing all this just toxic garbage. People it's just heavy, evil vibes. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't serve nothing. And the fact that, we've already changed our life and are changing our life, we're not really involved in all that stuff that goes on, so we don't see it. We hear about it, we hear it in the music, we hear it in their conversations. We can even sense it out with their persona, their vibes, their energy, and what they're talking about. But thankfully, since we're intelligent enough not to be deeply associated with those type of people that don't serve us, we're not going through that stuff. But you can only imagine what happens, if they lose their life early. They go through a bunch of drama, a bunch of just stuff like that, and it's a disservice over a long time. And it starts, honestly, with the food. With the food. First of all, if you already eating a burger, if you already eating a fish, or eating bacon or whatever, you're already damaging yourself. And you're eating a dead animal. So the animal is dead, you're hurting yourself by eating a dead animal, and your behavior is a reflection of that, because you're lazy, you're moody, you're sluggish, you're aggressive, and you're really ugly, to be honest. And that you bring your problems, your baggage, your heavy, just toxic energy everywhere else in the society. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're living with some family or a partner, whoever. Guess what? That whole energy is just weighing heavy in that space. You know what I'm saying? Around your family. And then they contaminated or receptive of that bad energy. Or you going to work and you carrying that heavy, ungrateful, disgusting energy there. And that's why all your coworkers and your job is miserable. You're carrying that on social media, on your music, all your songs. And that's why there's fights. That's why you constantly getting yourself into trouble. That's why your fans having fights and wars and battles and all this drama every day. That's why you hitting people up like me and other counselors and other guides for advice and wisdom and consultations, because we actually have peace and happiness within us and we're building it daily. That's just the truth about it. Okay? That's just the truth about it. For real. I don't know it all. I'm just sharing some truth. When the truth, you know, When I get these downloads, my higher self connects in and say, hey, speak about this, share this now. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm doing it, because it's very true. And a lot of it starts with the food, for real. No matter what color you are, wherever you're from, it's the food, for real. I'm saying it straight up, you know? Saying it straight up. Real talk. It's the food, the food, the food. So if you put, look, 10 days of a person who's eating a bunch of junk food, meat, dairy, processed, just garbage for 10 days, and you want to line it up in contrast to a person who's vegan for 10 days, drinking water, juice, natural juices, herbs, spices, fruits, vegetables, you know, there's gonna be a big difference. I guarantee you, and I'm gonna be bold enough to say, I guarantee you're gonna notice a lack of productivity and sensitivity and reasonability from the person who's eating junk food and meat and toxic stuff on the left for 10 days, in contrast to the person on the right who's eating vegan and healthy and responsibility. The vegan person for 10 days, I guarantee you, they will literally have grown new skin cells, healthy new fresh skin cells, probably some muscle, probably lost a lot of toxins and waste and fat within themselves. Their skin probably became glowing a lot brighter. It probably cleared up a lot more. They probably exercised, worked out, meditated a lot. Their mind has improved, and their overall stability in life has improved. You know what I'm saying? With just the small details about stuff, because they're not harming nothing. They're not going backwards at all. It's literally just a forward motion. Even them not even doing nothing for 10 days of them just being a vegan, living that life, still is good enough, with just the small things about their presence, because they're sacrificing all that junk food, cheap, fast, quick fix stuff for something that lasts in the long run. And the person on the left who eats toxic, garbage, junk, animal foods, guess what? How much you want to bet that they're going to be talking about all this money, money, money stuff in a greedy way? I love money. I love money personally. I love money, and I'm open to receiving and generating and growing and building as much money as possible. But I'm saying the ungrateful person who eats all that junk food, how much you want to bet they're going to have an unhealthy attachment to money? They're going to be stressing themselves out. They're going to have their body is going to be infested with tapeworms, with, cysts, with disease, with mucus, with pus, with what else? Inflammation. What else? With just bacteria, tapeworm, all that stuff. All these things growing inside them, building, attacking, harming, stripping their bodies of nutrients. That's why they're gonna be so miserable. That's why maybe they'll have a big old belly and a aggressive, angry lifestyle, angry mentality, angry. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to admit it too. They don't even want to confess it. And that's why this separation thing is so big, because most of the world is living in fear. Most of the world hates themselves. Most of the world is just separated. Most of the world don't even care about their own health. They so concerned about a fake world. You know what I mean? And that's the difference, literally. So that person on the left that's eating all that junk, garbage, meat and dairy, all that stuff, they harming themselves and the world far greater than the person who is helping the world, literally, 100% being a vegan. For real, that's the truth. Vegans are the truth. Meat eaters be lying. I'm not, I'm bold enough to say that. To each his own, whatever. I'm just saying, for certain experiences, up to now, I'm bold enough to say that. I'm real enough to say that, for real. Straight up. Straight up. To each his own, do whatever. To each his own, do whatever. Ain't nobody perfect, I'm just saying stuff straight from the heart. I'm saying stuff straight from the heart and soul, for real. For people to actually be accountable and responsible. That's probably why love, true, real love, is so rare. You know why? Because it requires responsibility. And not everybody wants to do responsibility. Actually, most of the world doesn't do responsibility. That's why you see rushed marriages, fake rushed marriages. That's why you see unplanned pregnancy, unwanted babies, babies killed by a pill, babies aborted, babies raised by parents that don't even have a connection with themselves, so their baby is suffering too, because they sick, because their parents always stuck in a corporate 9 to 5 job every day. They don't even got time to play basketball or go bicycle riding with their children, or actually be there for them, That's the truth. I'm getting deep on it, for real, For real, for real. This is straight from the heart, y'all. For whatever reason, I felt like saying this stuff, because it's true. It's true. I ain't memorizing this. I ain't saying this forced thing. It's just coming out. I'm speaking that truth. I'm speaking that gospel. I'm speaking this voice. You know what I'm saying? My voice matters. Our voice matters. You know what I'm saying? Our, collectively. So that's why it's important for us that's really resonating on the highest frequency, the highest spirits, the highest potential, the highest purposes, the highest authenticity, originality, the highest health, you know. People that's standing out, us vegans, plant-based people, we gotta keep, leaving our mark. It's your boy Sky, broadcasting live